small thing can change everything. Welcome to One Small Thing.
Welcome back, dear listeners of our wonderful little podcast called One Small Thing with Dr. Caroline. This is the final part of the gratitude series that I really wanted to share with you. It was inspired by speaking to a mum a couple of weeks ago who was struggling and feeling tired. And I thought, you know what? Perhaps we explore gratitude, because if it can help her, it might help someone else. What we've talked about already is noticing what's good, like one little thing that you can notice in a day. And then last week we looked at how do you express that gratitude to others and how that then helps with forming those social bonds, remembering it's important for them as much as it is for us. Today, we're going to turn inwards with that same lens. And this is where people often feel the most uncomfortable. I was in a beautician yesterday. It was a makeup session. And a woman walked in and she sat there and she just said, "I'm so ugly. I'm not beautiful." And at the end, she looked in the mirror and she said, "I am beautiful. I do look beautiful." And it made me cry, made all of us cry, because there was that moment when she started to look at herself differently and speak kindly to herself. We are really, really good at identifying what we don't do well. Our inner dialogue is so good at focusing on our gaps, our mistakes, and what should have been better. And we rarely acknowledge the things that we did do or the things that we are good at. And this really matters more than it might seem, because all the research on self-compassion shows that people who treat themselves with the same kindness that they offer others experience lower levels of anxiety and depression and greater emotional resilience. So from a cognitive perspective, acknowledging our own effort helps us recalibrate internal standards, and it shifts our brain from this constant error detection mode into a more balanced evaluation system. Could you imagine being in a place where you're not going up and down all the time, but you're just even? And there's also evidence that recognizing effort rather than only the outcomes actually supports sustained motivation and adaptive coping. So even if you can say and acknowledge what you're doing, Caroline, aren't you great for just chipping away at this little podcast? As opposed to, you could be saying, "Oh my goodness, why are you so delayed in getting it out?" Or, "Oh, well done, you got it out." It's that journey through. It just makes so much difference. So self-directed gratitude is not indulgent. It's a form of psychological accuracy, and that is seeing your contribution clearly. So here is my invitation for today. At the end of the day, I want you to acknowledge one thing you did well. Just say it simply, say it clearly. Don't have to qualify it. Do not dismiss it. And it can be as simple as, you know what? Today I got up and I walked 10 steps. I will preface this because there is that, again, we go back into that ability to negative self-talk. And if you feel yourself going there, sliding back down that slippery dip, just say, "Oh, well, I wanted to do 20 steps. I did 10. That's fantastic. And I didn't do 20. Oh, well, I'll try 10 tomorrow." So think about giving yourself permission to be kind to yourself, because the way you see yourself shapes how you move through the world, and it shapes how other people see you as well, and the bonds that you form with other people. This is where change becomes sustainable, when you can start to step forward with that lightness and kindness for yourself. So, my listeners of One Small Thing, walk through the world and be kind to yourself this week, because the world needs you, and we will see you soon. We hope you enjoyed this episode. It's really important to us to bring you something fresh, new, and joyful. Our hope is to be able to sparkle a little bit of joy in your life so that you can walk away today and think, "Yep, I got it. I can do that. One small thing." Tune in next week for the next small thing. Have a wonderful day.
It's just a whisper, just a spark, but it's the one small thing that clears the dark. Yeah, one small thing can change everything. Welcome to One Small
was another edition of One Small Thing with Dr. Caroline. If you enjoyed today's program, subscribe, give us a 5-star rating, and by subscribing, we'll be in your inbox every Friday with another handy tip.